Yo, what's up? My name's Eli Fior, and welcome to my channel. So welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day today, and if you're not, well, I'm glad that you joined me anyway. Today we have a little bit of a different video, obviously. Stranger Things has 3 seasons out now, and they're about to record their 4th season. It may be their final season, we don't know yet. The Duffer Brothers don't even know yet, and they're the writers of the show. So, in waking times of season 4, not really shooting right now due to and stuff like that, there are a lot of people coming up with theories and ideas. And if you guys don't know how the Duffer Brothers work, this is how they work. They write 2 episodes. Usually there's, about 8 or 9 episodes in each season. First season was 8, second season was 9, third season was 8. They write the 2, they direct the 2, and then they go into the writing booth and they write the rest of the show. And they have I know they have one main director, Sean Levy, obviously. He's been directing a lot of the show lately. And then they have like a guest director come in. But yeah, we know that they have been working on the first episode. I'm not sure about the second episode, but they did work on the first episode, but they had to get shut down due to, obviously. So, that gives us fans a lot of time to be thinking about theories. And you never know, the theories that we come up with may come true because they still have to write the show. So if we can push theories out there that actually make sense and could go with the show, they might write it in and we might be able to see an awesome 4th and maybe final season. So I wrote down some theories that I have. It looks like a short list, but the theories go really in depth, especially when I start talking about them. I'm going to go really in depth with them. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So first off, let me explain why I'm doing this video. I have been a fan of the show since late 2016, early 2017, basically before the second season came out. And to give you an idea on that, it's 2020 right now. I graduated high school in June. I'm 18 years old. So I have went through high school watching Stranger Things. That's to give you a little bit of perspective on why I'm doing this video. I love Stranger Things. It has been, such a big part of my life. That's such a weird thing to say about a show, but it has. I love it so much. It's just such a good show. The Duffer Brothers know how to write an awesome script. They cast the perfect people to be in the show. And so now we have this show, Stranger Things, the top show on Netflix right now. Netflix even said that it was their top show. So, when there comes a lot of popularity to a show, a lot of theories. I went through a lot of the videos that people have for Stranger Things, and I just gathered up some different theories that I thought could actually work for the show. Now, there are only 2 things that we know about Season 4 so far, right? I will tell you what those are, but I have a lot of things that are just theories, but they do make sense. So let's get into it. The first one is Hopper is alive in Russia. Stranger Things has released, well actually Netflix has released 2 teaser trailers for Stranger Things. The first one saying we are not in Hopkins anymore. Obviously that is a big deal, right? Hopkins, Indiana is like the place that Stranger Things has been taking place for 3 different seasons. That is 3 years of a show. Well, actually 4 years of a show because they took 2 years to do season 3. But they are not in Hopkins anymore. Does that mean that they're not going to be in Hopkins at all? Or does that mean that they're just, like, half the show is going to be shot in a different place and half the show is going to be shot in Hopkins? Well, here's a little bit of an idea. The second teaser video that they released was the video of Hopper in Russia. They're working on the railroads, they're getting that thing, clink, clink, and he takes off his hat and he wipes his face and he looks off to the distance. He's bald now, right? No beard, no mustache, no Hopper stash. So, what's that all about? Well, that could be referencing their first teaser trailer saying that we are not in Hopkins anymore, insinuating that they're gonna go to Russia and save Hopper, maybe. At the end of season 3, the Byers left Hopkins, Indiana. They moved with Elle. They went bye-bye, right? You know, we had a sad read for Elle reading Hopper's letter to her that Hopper was supposed to give to Elle and Mike, but didn't. She thinks he's dead. It's so sad. We finally find out that Hopper is, in fact, not dead. But it could also mean that we're going to go with Joyce and the kids, wherever they're going. I don't really know where they're going. No one really knows where they're going. I don't even think the Duffer Brothers know where they're going. Now we have 3 different places. 3. Joyce and the kids, Hopper in Russia, and the rest of the Stranger Things cast in Hopkins, Indiana. So, honestly, we're not in Hopkins anymore. We don't really know what that means. It could mean that they're going to go to Russia. It could mean that they're going to go with Joyce and the kids. Or it could, well, it could only mean those 2, basically. The second theory is that Joyce and Murray go to Russia. Now, why that's a theory, you may ask, is because when you call Murray's number, right, in season 3, Hopper gives away Murray's number, and Murray's really mad about it. And when you call that number, there's a very interesting voicemail that Murray leaves. So, here it is.
Hi, you have reached the residence of Murray Bauman. Mom, if this is you, please hang up and call me between the hours of 5 and 6 p.m. as previously discussed, okay? Now, this is Joyce. Joyce, thank you for calling. I've been trying to reach you. I have an update. It's about, well, it's probably best if we speak in person. It's not good or bad, but it's something. Now, if this is anyone but my mother or Joyce, well, you think you're real clever getting my number, don't you? Well, here's some breaking news for you. You're not clever. You're not special. You are simply one of the many, many nimwits to call here, and the closest you will ever get to me is this pre-recorded message. So, at the beep, do me a favor. Hang up and never call here again. You are a parasite. Thank you and good day.
Now, why would they put that in, right? Why would they have that as his number? He says, hey, Joyce, if this is you, we have, I have something for you. Ring me up. That could mean that Joyce and Murray are going to go on their own expedition, on their own journey, all the way to Russia somehow, and get to Hopper. Now, a lot of fans are worried because Hopper's in Russia. How are these kids going to get to Russia? Russia and the United States are not really on good terms right now. So how are they going to get to Russia? Well, we saw in season 3 that Murray speaks very good Russian, right? And he knows his stuff, obviously. He's always thinking about Soviet spies in the USA and in Hopkins and blah, blah, blah. And he's always bugging Hopper about it. Well, now it's his time to shine. He can bring some, not all, maybe all, I don't know how it could work, but he can bring, maybe Joyce over to Russia, right? He looks like a Russian, sorta. He speaks fluent Russian, and he knows what he's talking about. So he could bring them to Russia to go save Hopper, and the Russians wouldn't know, right? Now, that's just a far-fetched theory, but you never know. The next one is a little bit interesting. Elle is number 11, and we met number 8 in season 2. So if there's an 8 and an 11, who's number 1? Who's number 2, 3, 4? Well, the idea is that the Mind Flayer is number 1. Right? That would make sort of sense since he's got these, psychic abilities. He controlled Will. He controlled all of these things. The Demodogs, the Demogorgons. The Demodogs killed Bob. They killed Bob. That was a sad time. Sorry. I'm just reminiscing real quick. When Elle contacted the first Demogorgon that she saw, and it scared her, she ran away. The Hopkins lab made her go back into it. Now why? Why would Dr. Brenner make her go back? Maybe because number 1, the Mind Flayer, is stuck in the Upside Down, and he wants to save his precious number 1. We obviously know that the Mind Flayer is very strong, so who's to say that the Mind Flayer is not number 1? Alright? These experiments, they've been going on for years, okay? So it is a possibility that the Mind Flayer was in fact human, and then something happened to him, and he got pushed in the Upside Down, and Dr. Brenner wanted to open up a gate and keep it open, explore it, try and find number 1, and bring him back. But obviously he can't bring back number 1 because, well, you know, number 1's very mad. The other evidence is that the Mind Flayer knows who L is. Why does the Mind Flayer know who L is? I don't know. But that does give a little bit of a scare, because he wants to kill her and her friends. He was targeting her. Why? Maybe because he's number 1 and she's number 11, and she's Brenner's prized possession, right? He kept her for a while, and he tried to work on her abilities. The third theory actually does make sense. It's more real than you think it is. It's not really a theory. The theory is that Stranger Things 4 will take place during Christmas. Now, why do we think that? Season 2, Halloween. Season 3, 4th of July. What did Mike say at the end of Season 3? Oh, that's right.
And then I was thinking maybe you could come up here for Christmas.
So, it makes sense why it would be Christmas thing, right? They have these themes for Season 2 and Season 3. Season 4 could just be another theme, a Christmas theme. It makes sense too. He even says it. It's either Thanksgiving or Christmas anyway. This fourth one is actually not a theory. It is actually fact. At the end of Season 3, we see a little teaser that the Russians actually have their own demo dog. They walk in and he says, "No, not the American." Who's the American? We don't know. But he pulls out another inmate, and they drag him all the way down this gigantic flight of stairs, and he fed to the demo dogs. So they have been experimenting for themselves the Upside Down, which is very dangerous. I mean, you'd think that they'd understand that from Season 3, where, you know, half of their men got exploded in little blobs. Okay, I'm back. Anyway, let's get back to where I left off. The next theory is actually really far-fetched. I don't know how much I believe in it. It's, Will has superpowers. Can he have powers? We don't know. He was controlled by the Mind Flayer, and then after he was done being controlled by the Mind Flayer in Season 3, he had these little, chills, shall we say, about when he's being activated, he's using someone, and Will could tell that. Now, that's not a superpower, but will he have super abilities in Season 4? I don't know. I will say that is a really far-fetched theory, though. CL and the other numbers, they have different things happen to them. I guess it is plausible that Will being attached to the Mind Flayer gives him some psychic abilities. Since the Mind Flayer was able to use him, he has to attach to him somehow. The Mind Flayer may have put a part of him inside of Will, meaning that Will can have some powers. Can they incorporate that? I don't know. The last and final theory. Is Brenner still alive? Like I mentioned earlier, Hopper is alive and he's in Russia. Now at the end of Season 3, we had that little cutscene, that little teaser that there is indeed an American in Russia. So, is that Hopper? It could be. All of these are just theories, but Season 4, they still have to shoot it. They've only shot one episode, they said, so they have a whole entire season to shoot. They could take all of these ideas that we have and put them into the show. If they do, that'd be pretty freaking great. But yeah, those are all the theories that I could find that actually make sense and could be incorporated in the show. If you enjoyed, go ahead and drop a like, only if you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, go ahead and dislike it, but comment why you didn't dislike it. I want to improve my content. Also, speaking about improving my content, if you have any ideas, go ahead and drop a comment down below so that I could get more ideas. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!